What's up, Who That Nation? We got another Saints reaction video of Alexa with another video of her complaining about Kellen Moore. So we're going to take a look at this video, what kind of info she found on Kellen Moore again. So let's check this out, everyone. Let's see what she got to say. All right, let's see what she got to say.
Kellen Moore, that's the guy the Saints decided to roll with. If you think Moore is the answer to the Saints' issues, I'm going to tell you why I believe this was a disaster of a hire.
Now, my thing is, how is a disaster of a hire? Did she do her research? Like, we had a lot of candidates that won the job, but they end up turning the job at the last minute, and someone wasn't even interested in it. We was happy to get him. The Eagles were talking about trying to keep him. They were trying their best. They were offering more money and everything. Man, I tell you, I hate people who do stuff like this.
Let's start with this. Nobody was jumping to hire Kellen Moore as a head coach. If the hiring process had started after the Super Bowl, maybe his stock would have risen a little bit. The AP Assistant Coach of the Year voting, not a single vote for Kellen Moore.
I hate to say it, she kind of right on that, because he wasn't even in the picture of the Saints real when they let go Dennis Allen. So it was like 15 coaches the Saints was looking at trying to get to be the coach before Kellen Moore. So that is kind of true, because Kellen Moore just pop up when everybody start turning down the offer with the head job for being the Saints. So I hate to say she is right on that. So oh Lord.
Not one. Even Alex Pelt, who got fired, managed to scrape together a 5th place vote. Moore was not a hot name after week 18, and that's because his last 2 stops, Los Angeles and Dallas, weren't a great showcase of his abilities, and yet the Saints made him their top guy.
Ah man, I know he did good, Dallas. They did good. They even went to the playoffs and lost in the first round. But the Chargers, they kind of did bad when he was playing with the Chargers. So, oh come on.
Why? Why was he their top choice? Because he had a great Super Bowl game plan. Because Saquon Barkley had a wild season. That's not enough to convince me he is ready to take over a struggling franchise.
Okay, she that's kind of messed up right there. Like, yeah, Barkley did good. He was running good with the ball, Eagles. Then Hurst was doing good too. But you gotta look at it. It's all about the play calling. This man was doing the greatest play calling. Y'all saw the Super Bowl, right? Y'all saw how he was doing a whole lot of good play calling. That was amazing. Now his play calling was bad when he was with. Well, he did some good play calling with Daz. They had a good seat. It's like he might was doing some good play calling for the Chargers too, or maybe the players just wasn't executing like he wanted them to do. Like, come on now, that's a little harsh right there.
Let's talk about Moore's history, though. We know he went 4 seasons in Dallas as the OC, where, yes, the Cowboys had one of the top offenses in the league. But let's be real, how much of that was Moore and how much of that was an elite offensive line, Ezekiel Elliott in his prime, a top receiving core, and then he goes to the Chargers in 2023. And what happens?
You gotta understand, he had a good season with Dallas. He had a good season. Now he might have got blamed because they lost the first round in the playoffs. Like, come on. When you go in the playoffs, everyone, it's not about records no more. It's all about who's hungry to win that playoffs. Look at the Giants. The Giants went to the Super Bowl 2 times, being 9-7. Like, once you in the playoff, all that about who had the best record is out the window after that. It's all about who's going to execute and win games in the playoffs. That's all it goes down to. Look what happened to the Lions. Lions had a good record. Got eliminated in the first round. Like, once you get in their playoffs, you got to be ready. Everybody got to be ready. You got to be ready to win the games in the playoffs. So, I think that's what happened. They wasn't ready. Dallas wasn't ready when they got in the playoffs and lost the first round. Like, you can't be that harsh on them. Good Jesus.
Offense completely fell apart. Justin Herbert looked lost out there. probably one of the worst seasons he looked in his career. The offensive line was a mess. The play calling was not very creative. 1 year in LA and he was gone. That's not exactly the mark.
Now I might just look for some video in the charts to see how his pre-con was. Now his pre-con might was good. Like I say, the prayers wasn't executing. They might was dropping balls, wasn't doing their routes right, wasn't performing right. Like, can't put all the blame on offensive coordinator if the prayers not performing well. So
of a head coaching prospect. And then he lands in Philly. Sure, they won the Super Bowl, but are we really going to pretend that Moore is the reason for that?
Yes. Prayers cannot execute and win games out of a good coordinator. A good coordinator can help players to get good. And he just not doing calls. He also reads how what their weakness and their strength is, and he make up a game plan with it. So I think that's a little hard. But he should deserve credit of the Eagles winning that Super Bowl, so I don't know why she's tripping.
Let's be real here. He inherited an offense with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and one of the best O-lines in football. I'm sorry, but I'm not giving Moore all that credit for Barkley.
And what you don't understand is, it's just not the head coach who put the offense together. It was really Kellen Moore who put the offense together. Like a head coach let the offense coordinator do what they want on the offense, just like a defense coordinator do. He won the defense coordinator team. So I think Kellen Moore had a lot to do getting that offense together. That's what I see.
Running for over 2,000 yards. This is the biggest issue I have with the hire. The Saints are not one or two pieces from being in the competition. This is a franchise that is stuck. An aging, expensive roster, a quarterback situation that's a mess, a front office that's desperately trying to hold on to the past instead of embracing a new rebuild. Mikey Loomis had a chance to reset. He could have gone with a proven leader, someone who had head coaching experience, someone who at least had a good resume.
See, I see she don't do her research with the Saints. Like once before, I said like a couple of minutes ago, all the top candidates lost interest in getting the job, and then someone wasn't interested, didn't want to do the interview with the Saints. So it was a blessing to get Kellen Moore. And yeah, she is right about we got a bad offense. We got a lot of old players, but you gotta look at it. We was 2-0 when we first started the season off with old players. Now I think how we started doing bad was because of Denzel. Denzel wasn't no leader. He didn't know how to put the team together. The players lost hope and faith in him. They stopped praying for him. I put my brain with Denzel. Now we got a new coach, fresh start. I think Kellen Moore could get this team together. We might start doing it again. We might be 2-0 again when the season starts. But all the brain go to Dennis Allen. Like, we can make it work with old players. We can make it work. We did it when the season started. It was 2-0. We just need a good coach to get this team together. And yes, the offense like to stay in the past. McAnoo could have reset, but we can't get rid of McAnoo. He's got a lifetime job with the Saints, so it is what it is. We can't get rid of him. I ain't gonna wish no harm on him, but man, we can't get rid of him. It is what it is. She don't be doing the research. Oh, jeez. That's why y'all got me. Adrian Hort, the content career for the New Orleans Saints and the Pelicans and the LSU. That's why y'all got me. To correct her when she's doing wrong and doing some bad facts. And I also put a little comment to it too. That's up.
Someone who had experience rebuilding a franchise, and instead he hired a 36-year-old coach, which that's okay. A lot of people are going with the young-minded guys, but with a questionable track record who now has to lead a team who doesn't have an identity. And let's not forget,
she is tripping. Look at all the good coaches. Here's Sean Payton. Sean Payton came in New Orleans and had no head coach experience. And look how he came up to be. We won multiple playoff games. We had good records. We won one Super Bowl. We won a championship game. We went to the championship game and lost. He had Drew Brees broke all kind of records. Man, like, come on now, like, everybody got to start somewhere. Then Kellen Moore got other coaches that could help him put it together so he could learn how to put a team together and so he can learn. I guarantee you, he might mess up a couple of times during this season, but I guarantee you, next season he gonna be on point. But every coach needs to start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. You know, just like if you go get a job. You might don't have no experience, but they might hire you and you might get hands-on learning everything. Everybody needs a job or starting somewhere. So like come on, she is being silly right now. Like, okay, he have no experience. How a coach gonna get started if he don't at least try to start somewhere, getting experience? That's how it goes. She is tripping. And like I said earlier before, all the top coaches wasn't interested no more, want to get the job, baby girl. Cause Jesus, I need to get her to come on my podcast. Me and her will go at it. Me and her will go at it. I can see it.
Kellen Moore has zero experience managing an entire team. Calling plays, sure, yeah, he's done it. Running a locker room, building a staff, making tough personnel decisions, that's a whole different ball game. And in a place like New Orleans where fans are done with the mediocrity, he's walking into a pressure cooker. And this is a recipe for disaster.
Now I hate to say it, she is right on that. The Saints fans is salty as hell. We are divided like in 4 ways. And I think the Saints might be at ease with him for 1 year, but I think next season and another year, if he don't do good, the Saints fans is gonna give him hell. I saw it personally. Like, they gonna give him hell. I don't even want to be a coach for the Saints, cause I know how the Saints fans is. Man, just imagine if I be the Saints head coach. They would tell my page up. Adrian, you need to resign, Adrian. You need to step down. You need to quit, Adrian. Boy, the Saints fan have no off switch, boy. That is true. Kellen Moore, I would wish you best luck with the Saints fans. Man, if you don't do good this season, it is not going to look pretty. Boy, I thought the Cowboy fans were so. The Saints fans is on a whole different level.
In my opinion, we're going to look at a couple seasons and we're going to be on to the next coaching hire before we know it. I'm Alexa Belcastro for A to Z Sports.
Well, she got something against Kellen Moore. I could see it. I think she had sex with him in the past or something. She got something against him. Maybe she just got this losing out some good content against him. I don't know. But that was the Saints reaction video of me explaining how this is and everything, everyone. Oh my. We're going to be looking forward to see if she's going to be making some more video when Kellen Moore start doing good with the Saints and see what she got to say about that. Well, Nooka. Y'all stay focused with the New Orleans Saints. I'll also be making content with LSU and the Pelicans. And I'll be screening video games and talk about enemies. So make sure y'all show love on that too. But hey, this is Adrian Hart Gaming out. I will see y'all next time on the Saints reaction video. Who that?